The teasers dropped. The fandom went silent. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down. A legendary star moves out of Seoul, sets up a massive new compound, and drops a bombshell video featuring a mystery man whose face is completely blurred out. The internet is spiraling. Welcome to Starscope K-Report. Join Eric and Minji as they ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates. From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
So today we are unpacking a really fascinating stack of sources from Usun, the Korea Herald, Chosun Biz, and the South China Morning Post.
Oh, we have a lot to get through today.
We really do. The headline story we're diving into is Hye-ryun's new Namyangju home tour, with that massive parenthetical. Wait, is that her husband?
Right, because that's the part everyone is actually obsessing over.
Exactly. So our goal today is to really explore the incredible staying power of a Korean entertainment legend, the mystery surrounding her private life, and the broader, intense culture of secrecy that permeates the entire Korean entertainment industry.
Yeah, I mean, comedian Hye-ryun just made this massive comeback to YouTube, and it is entirely on her own terms.
It's a huge move.
It really is. Like, on July 1st, she dropped this highly anticipated video on her channel, Yo-ryeon. She revealed her brand new, absolutely gorgeous home in Namyangju in Gyeonggi province after finally leaving the hustle and, the relentless pressure cooker of Seoul.
Which is significant, especially for someone of her status.
Oh, totally. For a celebrity of her stature, moving out of Seoul isn't just like a real estate choice. It's a profound statement about seeking peace away from the paparazzi and just all that noise. The cinematic sweeps of this house in the video are just stunning.
They really are. And, the factual breakdown of this space really tells a story about exactly where she is in her life right now. The sources highlight the meticulous intention behind all of it.
Like the art pieces, right?
Yeah, the video tours this incredibly spacious entrance, a sweeping corridor, and this living room that is just perfectly curated with art. But what's fascinating here is the specific anecdote she shared about one of the pieces.
Oh, I loved this part.
Right. According to the Osun report, she didn't commission some crazy high-end gallery piece. Instead, she bought a piece of art straight off the wall of a local cafe.
A local cafe. That's so wild for a top star.
It is. She didn't overthink the prestige of the artist or anything. She simply stated that she saw light in it, and that made it perfect for her interior design. She literally told her viewers, nothing else is needed.
For a veteran entertainer who has navigated so much dark press and intense public scrutiny over her decades-long career, just wanting light in her living room feels deeply metaphorical.
That's a very clear choice.
Yeah, she is curating a sanctuary for herself. And you can see that in how she structures her day, too, like with her morning habits.
Oh, the discipline required to maintain that sanctuary is immense. She broke down her strict morning routine in the video, explaining the biological mechanics behind her choices.
Which is so intense.
It is. She eats fruit first thing in the morning because, scientifically, your body's digestive enzymes process the natural sugars much more efficiently right upon waking up.
Right, instead of having it later in the day.
Exactly. She specifically avoids eating fruit at night to prevent those sugars from converting into stored energy while she sleeps. It's all prepped and ready before the day even really begins. It establishes this foundation of total control.
Total control, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, right in the middle of this perfectly controlled environment, the video takes a completely wild turn.
The dining table scene?
Yes. She sits down at the dining table, the camera's rolling, and suddenly, there he is, her husband. But his face is completely blurred out.
It's so jarring when you first see it.
It is. And Joe firmly looks at the production team and says, and I quote, "His face must not be revealed. I can't put everything on YouTube."
Which is a bold statement to make on your own vlog.
Right. Seeing that blurred face.
Yeah.
It feels less like a quirky editing choice and more like a deliberate idle agency crisis management strategy, but applied to just a casual weekend vlog.
Yeah, it was a very definitive boundary line drawn in the sand. And, it immediately triggered the exact opposite reaction she might have intended.
Exactly. The K-nets, the Korean netizens, immediately started buzzing. Because in K-pop culture, when an agency blurs someone out, it implies extreme exclusivity.
It builds hype.
Huge hype. I was reading the comments, and fans were treating this guy like a hidden visual trainee. Like the incredibly good-looking members whose agencies absolutely refuse to drop their debut photos just to build agonizing suspense.
Yeah, the phantom visual effect.
Exactly. Everyone became obsessed with the blurred-out phantom visual. But wait, I have to push back on the narrative Joe presented in the video.
Oh, you mean about him being completely hidden?
Yeah, she claims he has never been revealed publicly. But like, did the Korean press actually let a high-profile spouse stay completely invisible for a decade? That seems impossible.
Well, they absolutely did not. And if we connect this to the bigger picture of her public timeline, her statement isn't quite accurate. I actually brought the receipts from the entertainment archives for this.
I knew you would.
Of course. So she actually married this businessman who is 2 years her junior, by the way, back in 2014, after they dated for about 11 months. And in July 2025, just last year, show host Park Hye-ryun posted a video of them all hanging out playing table tennis and golf.
Right, the infamous golf date. I remember this.
Exactly. And in that video, Joe actually let his side profile be shown. She joked on camera, saying his profile is okay. And Park Hye-ryun was openly calling him a cute giraffe and noting his handsome appearance to the audience.
A cute giraffe is such a specific and endearing visual.
It really is. So the idea that he has been entirely cloaked in secrecy isn't entirely true.
But if his side profile is already out there, why enforce this extreme witness protection level secrecy now on her own channel? Like, why the blur?
This raises an important question about vanity versus privacy, and the answer she provided in a past interview is actually hilarious.
Oh, do tell.
So according to a 2019 Hang Times interview, Joe admitted she keeps him hidden because he genuinely thinks he's too handsome.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
I am. She said he's afraid that if his face is fully out there, people will recognize his striking visuals on the street and literally swarm him.
That is so funny. He's protecting his own peace because he believes he's just too good looking for the general public to handle without causing a scene. It's incredible. But wait till you hear what netizens uncovered next about the deeply emotional backstory of this blended family.
Yeah, the context behind their family dynamic shifts this entirely away from a funny anecdote into something deeply profound.
And if you love staying updated on your favorites, make sure you're subscribed to Starscope K-Report. We've got even bigger scoops ahead. So, Eric, how did this cute giraffe actually change the trajectory of her children's lives?
Well, to understand the emotional weight here, we really have to lay out the historical timeline. Jo married her first husband in 1998, had one son and one daughter, and then went through a very public divorce in 2012.
Which was a massive scandal at the time.
Massive. Put yourself in her shoes back in 2012. The Korean tabloid culture was absolutely ruthless, just dissecting every single aspect of a celebrity's failed marriage. It was a deeply traumatic period for her family.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
The media scrutiny was so intense that she had to go on a complete hiatus, spending a year in China just to escape the cameras, protect her children, and try to heal.
It completely reframes the story. She's not just hiding her new husband because of some funny joke about his visuals. She's fiercely protecting the sanctuary she built for her kids after a really public traumatic split.
Exactly. And on the YouTube show with Sean, Jo revealed exactly how this 2014 remarriage saved her family.
What'd she say?
The quotes from the specific source highlight a remarkable psychological turnaround. Her child, Woo-ju, actually went to Colorado to study the Bible for 6 months. And before leaving, Woo-ju wrote a deeply personal letter to her husband.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you have to understand the linguistic nuance here. Woo-ju used to just call him a jushi, which translates to middle-aged man or uncle. It's polite, sure, but it establishes a very clear, impenetrable emotional distance.
Right. It's the kind of title you use for a neighbor or shop owner. Definitely not family. But the letter shifted that entirely, right?
Completely. The letter started with the words, "To dear father."
Oh, my heart.
And Woo-ju wrote, "Because of you, I learned what love is."
That is just, it's incredibly rare to hear about that specific transition in Korean broadcast culture. Going from a jushi to father is huge.
It really shows that her new husband didn't just marry Jo. He stepped in and actively healed those kids.
He really did. And Woo-ju also wrote a separate letter to Jo, calling her a mother who is awkward at expressing herself, but saying he completely understands her heart. That is literally top-tier K-drama emotional resolution playing out in real life.
It's a profound shift in a blended family, and I think it explains the fierce instinct to lock down their privacy.
You know, it makes me think about this systemic culture of secrecy across the whole industry. Like, you see massive idol agencies refusing to confirm dating rumors just to protect the fandom's feelings.
Right, it's standard protocol for idols.
But Jo was a comedy legend. She debuted at the 1992 KBS University Gag Festival. She is a veteran, not a fourth-gen idol terrified of losing teenage fans who buy photo cards. Why does this intense agency-level secrecy apply to a comedian whose demographic is mostly adults?
It's a brilliant observation, and if we connect this to the bigger picture using our South China Morning Post source, we see that hiding marriages and children isn't just an idle phenomenon. It is a systemic survival tactic across the entire Hallyu wave.
Wait, really? Even for non-idols?
Oh, absolutely. Look at the K-pop singer Lee Jae-hoon of the legendary 90s group Cool. He hid his 2009 marriage and his 2 kids for 11 years.
11 years. Think about what that takes for a second. Imagine going to work every single day for over a decade, shooting variety shows, doing interviews, and having to actively pretend your 2 human children just don't exist to keep your career afloat.
The psychological toll of that compartmentalization must be absolutely staggering. It requires immense, exhausting effort.
I can't even fathom it.
And he's not the only one. Actor Seung-jin also hid his 2018 marriage and child until he was literally enlisting in the military. The SEMP article cites psychologist Kwon Young-chan, who breaks down the parasocial mechanics of exactly why this happens.
It's the psychology behind it.
Well, the Korean entertainment industry isn't just selling music or comedy. It monetizes a parasocial bond. The industry thrives on the illusion of availability.
So the fans feel like they have a direct, almost possessive relationship with the star, like they could actually date them.
Precisely. Kwon points out that the moment an entertainer, even a comedian or an actor, reveals a spouse, they shatter that illusion. When the illusion breaks, popularity drops.
And that hits the wallet.
Exactly. In this industry, a drop in popularity triggers an immediate drop in brand deals, commercial films, and broadcast opportunities. Hiding a family isn't just about personal preference. It's a direct economic survival tactic. It protects their livelihood.
So even though Joe isn't a dancing idol, the residual culture of Korean entertainment makes privacy the ultimate luxury. If you give the public an inch of your personal life, they take a mile and your brand value plummets.
You lose control of the narrative.
Right, so you blur the face in the vlog, you protect the father figure, you control the narrative.
And that intense need to protect her peace and her family actually bleeds perfectly into how she protects her physical health.
Oh, her fitness routine is legendary.
It really is. You don't survive a 1998 debut, a brutal 2012 divorce, and constant public scrutiny without a bulletproof coping mechanism. For Jo, that mechanism is her relentless physical discipline in her Namyangju home gym.
And later in the deep dive, we'll talk about her insane physical routine that literally made full-grown men collapse on set. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss a KT update.
Let's break down that Namyangju home gym, because her physical maintenance is not just about aesthetics. It's a masterclass in endurance.
Yes, she is famous for maintaining a 24-inch waist well into her 50s, which requires superhuman consistency.
Superhuman is the right word. The routine she details in the video reveals a punishing physiological regimen. Her house is essentially a full-scale commercial gym.
It looked like a legitimate training facility.
Right. She doesn't just do a light jog either. She starts with 25 to 30 minutes on the treadmill, and she specifically notes that she goes until the sweat actively forms and her heart rate is fully elevated.
And that's just the warm-up.
Exactly. From there, without resting, she moves straight to the cycle to target different muscle groups. After that, it's the stepper for cardiovascular endurance, then lunges holding heavy weights for lower body strength.
Just listening to this makes me tired.
And she finishes the entire circuit with hanging pull-ups.
Hanging pull-ups. Anyone who works out knows that strict hanging pull-ups require immense upper body strength and core stability. She isn't just surviving this workout, she's achieving a physical all-kill.
A total all-kill.
She is completely sweeping the board and dominating every single fitness metric.
Her dominance was actually recently proven on a commercial set, which really highlights the generational work ethic gap we often see in the industry nowadays.
Oh, I read about this. According to the Sports Chosen report, she recently shot a Taebo concept game commercial, right?
Yes, the Taebo game.
Jo revealed that the young men on set literally collapsed from exhaustion during the shoot. They went down because of what she bluntly called their weak lower bodies.
It's hilarious that she called them out like that.
Meanwhile, she was completely fine, just powering through take after take without breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
I have to say, she's like a first-gen main dancer who comes out of retirement and completely outperforms the younger, trending fifth-gen Macnies who complain about the choreography.
That is the perfect analogy.
She is absolutely my bias when it comes to variety legends. She does not play around with her stamina.
The origin story of how she built this fitness empire provides great context, too. It all started years ago during the 90s home video fitness craze.
Right, the VHS era.
Exactly. Joe saw model Lee Sora's incredibly famous diet video, but instead of just following it as a consumer, Joe recognized a massive market opportunity. She decided to make her own diet dance video, blending fitness with her comedic timing.
It was genius.
It was a massive, unprecedented hit. That initial success paved the way for her legendary Taebo videos, which literally defined an era of Korean home fitness.
I love how she jokes about the intensity of it now. In her recent video, she warned her viewers that the Taebo routine is so incredibly effective for muscle building that male hormones might flow.
She perfectly balances this hardcore athletic intensity with effortless comedic timing.
She really does. And that blend of humor and motivation is exactly what she is bringing to her new platform.
Yeah.
She noted that she is pouring all her energy into her Yo-ryeon channel for a very specific reason.
What's the main drive for her now?
She wants to share this boundless energy and directly support people who need to diet or, who just need a lifeline of motivation in their daily lives.
It's so wholesome. She's completely bypassing the broadcast networks to give back directly to the netizens who have been fiercely loyal to her since the 90s. Which brings us to a fascinating broader point for you, the listener, to explore long after this deep dive ends.
Oh, what is it?
Look at Hye-ryun's incredible career trajectory. She completely conquered 1990s broadcast TV when there were only a few major networks. She broke barriers as the very first Korean comedian to successfully penetrate the notoriously difficult Japanese entertainment market.
Which was unheard of back then.
Unheard of. And now, in 2026, she is mastering the YouTube creator era. It raises a critical question about the future of the industry. The ultimate comeback in the Hallyu isn't just about a company dropping a new album or funding a blockbuster drama anymore.
It's way more personal than that now.
It's about how veteran stars are completely bypassing traditional media gatekeepers. They don't need a television executive to greenlight their story. They're building an intimate, direct lifeline with their fandom on their own terms, blurring out the exact parts of their lives they want to protect, and sharing only the exact light they want the world to see.
You've been listening to Starscope K-Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu ways. Thanks for tuning in, and